Hello everyone, today I guide you through your first SFDX project using Visual Studio Code and the SFDX CLI. First, you need to install a few software on your computer, which are Visual Studio Code. You also need to install the Java runtime environment. It's required by the Visual Studio Code plugins. You'll need the SFDX CLI, and you need to have the git command line also installed. It comes bundled with the SFDX CLI, but just in case, make sure it is installed. As soon as you've got those four installed, you can go ahead and install the SFDX for Visual Studio Code. Go for Salesforce extension for Visual Studio Code, because there's also Salesforce DX Visual Studio Code extension or Salesforce CLI integration for Visual Studio Code, but that just bundled the CLI. You really want the mother package, let's say, as it does include the color coding as well as code completion for Apex Lightning Visual Force, as well as the Apex debugger. So as soon as you got those installed, prepare your DevHub environment. The DevHub environment can be your production Salesforce environment, or it can be an SFDX trial org. It cannot be your your Salesforce dev org, as the DevHub feature is not enabled there. So if you don't have a production org, you can go ahead and Google SFDX trial org, and you'll be able to subscribe to a free 30-day DevHub trial. Otherwise, it's your business production org. So, start up a command line interface. What we'll be doing first is binding the DevHub to your Salesforce environment. We'll also make sure that it's properly configured. The command here, cut paste that work. So SFDX force out web login. This will force a Salesforce login page. Set default DevHub username. Set alias. Give it any name you wish. I'll name it demo dev. You can have multiple DevHub configure, but there's only one active at a time, which is the default one. So here, after a few seconds, can sometimes take a while. The first time, it will prompt you to log in. I'll log into my environment. So allow the app to be connected. So the command line is now telling me to close the browser, and it's connected. Just to make sure, I'll come back in here. I'll show you some configuration that you need to do. First, we're going into setup. You need to make sure that DevHub is enabled. DevHub, here it's enabled. Also, we'll enable Packaging2, and you can enable expanded source tracking while you're at it. And the second thing that you need to do is create permission and assign them to be able to access Packaging2. So in the Salesforce DX permission set that is already created, you can also create a new one. I'll go there, and I'll packaging, create an update second generation package. I'll edit that. Okay. I think I clicked wrong. Oh, I think it deleted the permission set. Let me create a new one. DX packaging 2. And edit here. Here, create an update second generation. I'll save. I'll then manage assignment. I'll add my user here. So I'm ready to create package. So back on the command line, I'll need to create a new project. We'll create a really simple LOL project with a Lightning component. So SFDX force project create -- project name, create the name LOL. This will create the WOL file structure. cd LOL file SFDX projects my configuration. So code will open Visual Studio Code. And with my folder open right away, that's why I add code dot. You can have a look at this SFDX project. It's all there. For spam, it's blank for now. So let's create a Lightning component. So to be able to send command to Visual Studio Code to the CLI, you need to do Ctrl+Shift+P, and then you can look for SFDX. And then you got multiple commands available there. I'll do create Lightning component. Make sure that here my selected folder is Aura. So create Lightning component. I'll name it hello world in that folder. It's created, and I'll write hello world. Now I need an environment to test that, so I'll create a scratch org. Create a default scratch org using scratch org definition file. I'll name it test org. It's creating an org for me here. I can see all the output from Visual Studio Code here, and I can also run command line here. Oh, so I've got a prompt that tells me my org has been created, so I can do Ctrl+Shift+P again and open SFDX, open default scratch org. This should open up my scratch org in the environment, already logged in, no username or password to play with. I'll then push my code, Ctrl+Shift+E, push source to default scratch org. It's sending all the code that is bundled, so all the code that I changed here. And my Lightning component should be there. Developer console. Open Lightning resource. My LOL component is there. We'll open up the controller. No, I want the component here, LOL. Now, if you do an LOL component, you won't want to hard code LOL as your properly trained developer. You'll want to use a label. There's no command here to create a label. If I look for Apex, you'll see it's Apex, you'll have create Apex class, everything, but it seems like you didn't have create a label. You can do it straight in Salesforce. So I'll look for label, custom label, and I'll create a new label. I'll name it hello world, with this is my hello world. Save. So I now have that label. I need to bring it back to my SFDX project. I'll do Ctrl+Shift+P, and I'll pull source from default scratch org, which is going to bring all the change that has been made to my SFDX project. Here it is. You see here, I've got my custom label in here, so I could update my component to use see that hello world. Oops, seems like my keyboard was off. So let's see what should be push. My code has all been pushed. I can open my Lightning component back to see if it did update. I can see the change already in here. So what we can do now, we want to add source control. So I can go straight here and initialize my repository as the folder is totally blank. I'll select that folder, the root folder of hello world, my app. And one thing I want, like right now, it's a local repository. I want to share it on my GitLab account. I'll go to my browser. I'll open up my GitLab account in my theme. I'll create a new project, which is going to be named Hello World. And I'll add that as a remote, but first I'll need to do that. I can run everything from the terminal in here. And now I'll need to add the remote. And I can just commit. Where's commit? And I'll push code. Yes. It's asking me for my GitLab credentials. And will I like to do a git fish off them? Yes. Let's refresh here. So my code's not in here. I can go to files. I'll see the README that has been already created, and all my code here. And go to my labels. Let's see my custom label here. So now anybody can just fetch that code, create a new scratch org, publish to it, and modify the code, commit it back. I will pull it back and build on top of this without ever accessing somebody else's scratch org. In the config folder, you've got the project scratch dev file, which define all the configuration you can have regarding the scratch org creation. Right now there's nothing. We won't go as in depth for now. But now what I want to do is create the package to be installed. So here I'll do SFDX equals Package2 create hello world as an unlock package. The unlock package is almost an unmanaged package. It's kind of a mix between unmanaged package and managed package. In fact, that in a matter that it keeps everything within your own package, but you can remove components from it and also add and change file definition, which you cannot do in managed package. It's a great way to do modules with your code. So instead of having a whole spaghetti of classes, you can have blocks that you put on top of each other. Within your package, you can also define dependencies. So you can say that this hello world package depends on the common package that you have, or on Conga, or whichever. So now the package has been created, the container. There's nothing in it yet. What we need to do is define that this package is bound to the LWL package that I find. Just need to get the comment back. Just give me 1 second. You'll need to bring one of those two ID back to the configuration, which is here. You will state ID, ID, and you need the 0h, which is the package2 ID. So this way, whenever you push that package, or whoever pushed that package, Salesforce would know that it's bound to that package2 that you created. You also need to specify the version you are working on. Each time you're going to manually release to production, you'll need to increment that number. So I'll do 1.0.0.0.20 next. So each time I'll push a new version, this will increment. However, within that same minor build, you can only have one release package. So if you want to release, you will need to be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and so on. You also need to provide a version name. So it can be 1.0, or it can be Spring 18, or whichever. So to save that, and then we're ready to push our first version. SFDX was Package2 version create -d. So that's for the folder that I want to push. So here I'm in the LOL. The folder I want to push is force. This is going to have a look at my SFDX project and figure out that the package directory I want to deploy is force app. So define force app here, and then creating a version can take a while as it's uploading, running the test, and everything. So it's a wait period. I can specify here 20 for 20 minutes. If you don't specify anything, it's just going to run and say it has been queued and provide you with a query you can do to ping back and know the status of the query you've made. But now, just wait up until it's done building. It will provide you with the ID of the version that you created. I'll do a pause and come back as soon as I have the version pushed. So the version has been published now. I now have also that URL, which I can use to install in a DevHub, a DevOrg, or a sandbox. So I can test with my any integration sandbox that package version, validate that everything's working fine. If there's any issue to be fixed, I can just create another version of that package2, just push, and as soon as I'm done, then I can push an update to set it as release, so I can install it in a production environment. SFDX was package2 version update. I'll give him that ID. I need the package2 version ID. -s. It will ask me if I'm sure. I can undo this action, and then I'll release it. And the same URL can now be used to install my package in any production environment that I wish. Let's give it a try in my Salesforce DevHub. user. I do view component, which shows sometimes take a while to be able to list them, so installation is complete. So here we see the icon of the unlock package. I click on it. You will see everything that it includes. And on that, we're good to go. I hope you learned a thing or two, and you got everything to be able to tackle your first SFDX project as well as Package2. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day.